hey, here I am. It's the end of day 24 of the challenge, so I'm under 400 days to go. So I'm really cutting into this deficit of days left before I can make up my sober mind about my future with drugs and alcohol. And I think that the thing I'd like to update you about the most is my physical condition, which is getting better. Every day it's getting better. Today was a milestone day in that I didn't need to take any muscle relaxers, and I took less Tylenol and no Advil, so I'm feeling really good physically. I mean, in comparison at least. I'm still sort of hobbling around a little bit, but I'm not bedridden, and I can do a lot more physical activity than I have been able to do. Yesterday I was able to walk about 1.5 miles. That was really a milestone, 1.5 miles stone. I think that the next step for me is to be able to stretch again, do the toe touch again, but I've got a little bit of a pain trigger when I try to do that in my top of my hamstring on the left side. So that's what I'm working on. As far as the drugs and alcohol, or the marijuana, it's like drugs, but the marijuana and alcohol and cigarettes, I'm feeling really good about that. I suppose that I've heard that if you do something new for 3 weeks, then it becomes a new habit. So I think the only thing standing in my way between now and the end of this 420 days is boredom. So I'll just try to not be bored. I've got a couple things occupying me. I'm reading a book called The Back Mechanic. I can't remember who it's by. McGruff or something. It's not McGruff, but something like that. I'll show it to you the next video, but I don't have it up here right now, and I'm not going to go down stairs to get it. Not because I'm lazy, but because I do these videos in one take, and that would disrupt the momentum. The movie magic of me would just, pause it and go do that and then come back, but I'm really in the flow right now, so just going to keep going. I'm rereading, actually, a series. This is the book here that I'm on. This is The Dragon Reborn. It's book 3 of The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. May you rest in peace, Robert Jordan. He's deceased. He did not finish the series alive. He made it through 11 books, and then he died. But before he died, he had enough of his work on paper and in notes, and I guess some of the chapters written, that he was able to pass that work along to Brandon Sanderson. And so Brandon Sanderson made the last 3 books. He finished the last 3 books of the Wheel of Time series, and I'll get more into that, I guess, maybe in the future. I did read them all. I really liked them. Never thought that I would reread them because they're super thick, chunky. This one is 670 pages or something like that, and they're really good. Oh man, they're good. It's a fantasy adventure series. The detail is plentiful. Robert Jordan really knows how to let you exist in the world, and sometimes letting you exist in the world means things take a long time to come to fruition. And I didn't think that I would reread it because they're so long, but I have to say that on my second go, they're maybe better than the first time that I read them. I'm one of those people that enjoys rereading or rewatching something. I think I get more out of it the second time. When you think about the idea that this is art that someone has created, this is a craft that they have worked on and created, they're spending so much time on it. And I have made some short films or writing projects where I'm not sick of it by the time I'm ready to call it good, but I've definitely read it a lot. And I figure if someone is willing to put their life into a work, a craft, a piece of literature or fiction or a story like this, then I should be able to read it twice and see if I can get something out of it the second time. And I really am. you know, Robert Jordan really layers he has a lot of foreshadowing. He really layers the story so that, you know, certain things have come up that I know that I missed the first time that I read them through. And yeah, I think I'd probably just have more patience for it now that I've made it through all of them. I'm anticipating these moments that come up. It's very exciting to read the climax of each novel. So far, I'm only 2 into it again, but having this cranial sacral thing has given me time to read these long books again. So I'll continue to do that. I'm very excited about that. I'm also reading my kids a book right now. It's the second book in the Heroes of Olympus. Maybe that's the name of it. It's by Rick Riordan. They're pretty fun. Percy Jackson and all that. The first book was about this star. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to go into them. But anyway, I'm reading the second one right now to them, and they're down south right now. They go to school down south on an island for the week, so I don't have them up here. But I was thinking about reading ahead on the book that I was reading to them because it's fun. It's interesting, and it's not very detailed, so I get a lot of the, you know, the good stuff the whole time that I'm reading, rather than having to sort of earn the good stuff by reading all the detail, like, you know, finding out about an inn for 2 pages and how the inn smells and is and exists in the world. So yeah, there was my video content for this evening, talking about the books that I'm reading. I hope you're doing well. I know that I'm feeling really good, feeling very positive and happy about my project here, my going for sobriety. And let's see if there's anything else I wanted to say or mention. No. Have a great night.